Making suggestions, accepting and rejecting in English. Welcome back to Everyday English Travel Talk, the podcast that helps you speak naturally and confidently in everyday situations. In today's episode, we are going to explore how to make suggestions in English and how to accept or reject them politely. This is something you'll use all the time, whether you're with friends, colleagues, or even meeting new people. Let's start with making suggestions. Imagine you're with a friend trying to decide what to do. One simple and polite way to begin is by saying, "Shall we go?" For example, "Shall we go for a walk?" or "Shall we go to a cafe?" It sounds friendly and inviting. Another common way is using "how about." For instance, "How about trying that new restaurant?" or "How about watching a movie tonight?" It's very natural and easy to use in everyday conversations. You can also say "why don't we?" like "why don't we order some food?" or "why don't we take a break?" This form is great because it sounds like a helpful idea rather than a strong suggestion. Here's another useful one. We could, for example, we could go to the park, or we could try something different today. This gives options and keeps the conversation open. And sometimes, when you suddenly have an idea, you can say, "I know. Let's," for example, "I know. Let's go for brunch," or "I know. Let's watch a comedy." This sounds enthusiastic and spontaneous. Finally, if you want to invite someone in a casual way, you can say, "Are you up for?" like "Are you up for going out tonight?" or "Are you up for trying something new?" It's very common in informal English. Now that we've made some suggestions, let's talk about how to accept them. When you like an idea, there are many positive ways to respond. You can say "okay" or "good idea" to show immediate agreement. For example, if someone says, "How about going for a coffee?" you can reply, "Good idea." You can also say "sure," "why not?" which is friendly and relaxed, or "sounds good," which is one of the most common expressions in English. For example, "Shall we go out for dinner?" Sounds good. If you want to sound more enthusiastic, you can say "I'm in," or "count me in." These expressions show excitement and strong agreement. For example, "We could go see a movie tonight." "I'm in," or "count me in." Other nice responses include "could be fun," especially if you're curious about the idea, and "I'd like that," which sounds warm and polite. For example, "How about going for a walk later?" "I'd like that." Now, what if you don't like the suggestion? It's important to respond politely. Instead of saying "no," which can sound too direct, you can soften your response. For example, you can say, "I'm not keen, to be honest." This is a gentle way to show that you're not interested. Imagine someone says, "Are you up for going out late tonight?" and you're tired. You could reply, "I'm not keen, to be honest, maybe another time." This keeps the conversation friendly and respectful. You can also combine rejection with another idea. For example, "I'm not keen, to be honest, but how about watching a movie at home instead?" This way, you're still participating in the conversation and offering an alternative. So, what's the key takeaway from today's episode? Making suggestions in English is all about being friendly, open, and polite. Use phrases like "shall we go?" "How about?" "Why don't we?" or "I know." "Let's," to share your ideas. And when responding, you can accept with "sounds good," "I'm in," or "count me in," or politely reject with "I'm not keen, to be honest." With these expressions, you'll feel more confident suggesting plans, joining conversations, and interacting naturally in English. Thanks for listening to Everyday English Travel Talk. See you next time for more practical English you can use in real life.